This week's Playwright Tip: sometimes you need a change of environment. Yeah. Another beautiful day at Hollins University, heading to class. I love this campus. My name is Jonathan G Galvez. I'm a player for the New York, New Jersey area. Except right now, I'm nowhere near there. I am in Roanoke, Virginia, attending grad school, earning my MFA in playwriting.
Hey.
Hey, Jacob, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Okay, we got a lot to talk about right now. Meanwhile, while I'm down here, I'm actually producing my own show that's going up in the New York International Fringe Festival. The title of it is The Girl with Her Hands in the Sand, and it's interesting producing and being the playwright from afar while your production is going up for the first time ever. Right.
Our numbers right now, John, even if we have some unforeseen things that cost a couple hundred, we're still full.
Theoretically, I can say, well, I looking at the budget tracking, 1,500 looks like a good top number. When you're accepted into the Fringe, you don't get your venue right away. It takes a few weeks. This week, when I first got to Virginia, we finally got news on what our venue would be, and my play, The Girl with Her Hands in the Sand, is premiering at the studio at Cherry Lane Theater, which is right in the hotbed of the East Village and right in the middle of all the other Fringe shows, which is really exciting. And it's just, right now it's a level of coordination with the rest of the team of how to use that, how to market, and you really wish you could be hands-on, but I can't since I'm here, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
It's a weird space. I've seen shows there. It used to be the Cherry Pit. If you look up the Cherry Pit, I think it's something we're going to be more pictures and stuff. If you look up Cherry Lane Studio.
Cherry Pit, okay, that's informative.
The Cherry Pit.
Right.
That's what it used to be called.
Right.
It's a black box-ish space. It's drawn for a black box in the village.
Right. You know what it's like being a playwright based in New York who's surrounded by all this talent, then coming down here and being surrounded by talent from across the nation in this very chill, very engaging environment. It's a breath of fresh air. People who get their MFAs at NYU and Columbia are surrounded by all these theaters and all this competition, but down here at Hollins University, there's not that feeling of competition with each other. We're all really supporting each other, and I love that about that down here. And it's so refreshing to work with people who aren't all about ego. Because let's face it, in New York, there is a lot of ego that going on right there. This is the upstairs studio theater, the little theater. It's kind of like the black box at Wagner, just, upstairs. I'm taking 3 classes technically. One class I'm taking is called Solo Performance, where we're learning and figuring out how to do our own one-man shows, so look out for that. The other class I'm taking is a class called Docudrama, where we study how plays take real events and turn them into pieces of theater, and we also have to write our own docudrama piece, which I'm not sure what I'm covering yet, but hopefully I'll know next week, because that's when we have to have an idea, so no pressure. And the third thing I'm taking is an independent study where I'm actually making the business plan for my nonprofit company back in New York that is producing my play. My company is called Theatrical Gems, and we've been functioning for a little over 2 years now, 2.5 I think right now, and we don't really have a business plan written out, so that's going to be my job to do this summer on top of all the other writing and stuff. Yay. It's a lot of work, yes it is, but I think one of the best things about it is that it's not just about the work down here, it's also about the communication with other people and working with other people and getting other people's ideas and hearing what they have to say and seeing what other people come up with. It's very narrow-minded to look at the Broadway scene and think, okay, this is the state of theater, this is what's going on right now. But what can be accomplished on stage, and the face of theater is so broad and there's so many facets to it, and I think this program brings that out because there's such a diversity of people, and the thing that brings us together is that we appreciate the craft and generally we're good people. One of the things we did this week was, well, our program director taught it was his birthday, so right before one of the classes we decided to surprise him. One of the best parts about being at Hollins is not just the academia and coursework, it's the fact that right now we're coming together to surprise our program director. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Todd. Happy birthday.
Well, all right. Class is bigger than it was. Well, thanks, everybody. Thank you very much.
They're all audited.
You make a wish?
All right.
It's already come true.
It's just a demonstration of the kind of people I'm working with down here. It's not a competitive atmosphere. We like each other, for the most part, I think. Not sure what people think of me. But we care about each other, we care about each other's works, and we really appreciate our program director for encouraging us and supporting us. It's not about who's better. You know, that's the best part about down here. There's no such thing as he's a better playwright or, you know, he's a worse playwright. Everyone has their strengths, and all of these strengths are encouraged and pushed, and overall it's just making us better playwrights being down here and being in this nature around us as opposed to the concrete of New York or the gas refineries of New Jersey. It's just a great place to be. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the next 6 weeks while I'm down here, and after the 6 weeks I go back up and immediately go to rehearsing and producing my Fringe show. So it's going to be a crazy, crazy road. And you know what? I can do nothing but look forward to it.